Hello everyone, my name is Clem. I am a filmmaker, actor and writer. I am based in Leigh and my job today is to support and guide you through making your very own What I Do in a Day film. Let's get started. So for this workshop, you will need a smartphone that can record video or sound, or a camcorder, a laptop or computer, access to the internet in order to download the video editing software, and we'll also need some paper and pens. So I'm going to be working from my iMac computer today, and I have downloaded the free video editing software iMovie. If you're also an Apple user, then I would strongly recommend you also download iMovie, as it will make it much easier for you to follow the steps of the workshop. If you're a Windows user, then you will be using a different video editing software to iMovie. Now, please don't be discouraged when we get to the editing section of the workshop, as my screen will look different to yours. It might just mean that you'll have to pause the video slightly more often to familiarize yourself with your software. So the workshop is going to break down into 5 sections. Breakdown of your day, writing the story, storyboarding and shotlist. Number 4, filming. Number 5, editing the footage, including the addition of sound effects and music. Of course, you won't be able to watch the video and film and edit and plan all at the same time. So after certain sections, I will ask you to pause the video and get on with the task. Right, here we go. So, before you can do any of the fun stuff like setting up the camera, thinking about the shots and anything like that, I need you to pause the video and spend 5 minutes writing 10 main points of a typical day in your life with the outfit that you wear at that time next to it. For example, if I were to break down a typical day for myself, it would go: number 1, wake up, pajamas. Number 2, feed my cat William, pajamas. Yoga, workout gear. Coffee, workout gear. Work, smart, casual. Relaxing with a book, smart casual. Making dinner, smart casual. Watching TV, smart casual. Going to bed, pajamas. Or brushing teeth, pajamas. So that's my 10 points. So pause the video now and spend just 5 minutes, don't overthink it, to write down your 10 points. Okay, so now that you have your 10 markers, we are going to use each marker as a title for a mini story. In each of your mini stories, we are going to have 3 events happening. So for example, my first marker is waking up. So my 3 events are going to be: alarm goes off, eyes open, big stretch. Now I want you to pause the video again and spend about 10 minutes fleshing out each of your markers into 3 events. Don't think about it too much and try and keep the events simple and straightforward. Brilliant. So now that we have a linear timeline for your film, it is time to get visual and work on your storyboard. So now this is the time for you, the filmmaker, to really start to visualize your film and start drawing the shots that you can see in your mind's eye. The storyboard can be as elaborate or as simple as you like. Now, I am not a gifted artist, and therefore I tend to just keep it simple and use stickmen and words. So here's the storyboard for my film. So as you can see, I've chosen a super close-up here when I wake up to see the eyes open. I've chosen a wide shot for when I stretch out because you can see my full body in the frame. I've chosen to go straight from this bit to me walking down the stairs. Again, this is a wide. And as you can see, the stairs are made quite crudely here, with a little stick man walking down them. But as long as you know what it represents, that is what's important. So now it's your turn to storyboard. This is the time to bring out your paper, your notebooks, pieces of card, whatever you have. You can use pencils, pens, or just a black biro, whatever you fancy. And you can make it as elaborate or as simple as you like. But I would encourage you to spend some time really thinking about the shots you can see in your mind's eye, in the film in your head, as this will really speed up the process of you filming. As you've already done all the hard work, you visualize the shots, you know what you want in this bit, and you just have to set up the camera. Okay, off you go. Alright guys, so this is a subsection of your storyboarding section. This is the shot list. So now that you've got your storyboard, your beautiful artwork in front of you, we are going to write down the shot lists. So this is going to be the location, for example your bedroom, and the outfit that you're wearing, and the shot. So close up, super close up, or wide. So now I'm going to take you to my shot list. As you can see here, I have numbered each shot. This is just an easy way to keep track of where you are, knowing how many shots you have left, how many you've already done, and to just make sure that you're not missing anything out. So this is why I do the storyboard first, to see the full film out in front of me in a artistic-ish way, and then I can attribute a shot to it from the pictures to make sure that I'm not missing anything out. Alright guys, so you know what to do. I want you to pause the video, follow your storyboard, and just write the location, the outfit that you want to be wearing, and the type of shot. Now, if you don't know any of the technical terms like super close up, wide, etc., just kind of find a descriptive word that works for you and that makes sense in your head. All right, go ahead. Alright, amazing. So now that we've done all the hard brain work, it is time to do the thing you came here to do, film. But before I set you off on your creative masterpieces, I am just going to show you how I went about filming and setting up the shots for my first marker, waking up. Okay, so I am ready to film my first shot. Waking up, the eyes open. I have got my tripod here, as well as this nifty little object that can keep my phone in place for when I'm filming. Don't worry if you don't have anything fancy like this, just make do with what you have in your house. books, wire, rope, whatever you got. So for this first shot, I have punched in quite a lot in the zoom on my phone to make sure that the pillow is the only thing in frame. So when I start filming, I know that my head is going to be in frame, and that's what I want. That's what I had on my storyboard. Make sure that your phone is in landscape and not portrait mode. Also, the next shot, I'm going to still be in bed. I'm going to be stretching, so I'm going to carry that action through in this shot as well to make it easier when I'm editing. So now we are ready to edit, which is where the actual film gets made. We're going to import our media first. Scroll down. I've saved it in a folder called What I Do in a Day. There it is. Okay, select all three of those and import selected. So we have the alarm clock sound, that's going to be the start. Then we have our super close-up of me waking up and the wide. Fantastic. Okay, so first I'm going to drag my alarm clock sound because I want this to come in first. Alright, then I want my title to come up, but I don't want my title to come up straight away, so I'm going to go here into backgrounds, and I'm going to take a black background and stick it there. Alright, now I'm going to go through to my titles. I'm going to choose the title that I like the look of him. I'm going to drag him about there. So you can see here that I'm going to write the title, What I Do in a Day. Great. So you can change the font if you like here, you can change the size, and you can change the colour. I'm actually quite happy with the way it looks, but I might just add an exclamation point. So let's look at this all the way through. Let's try that again. Alright, so that is where I want the sound to end. So I'm going to grab this here and drag it all the way back. Let's see what this does. Try it again. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, so next let's drag our first shot in, which is going to be me waking up. So we're just going to scrub through. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, let's bring it back. Fantastic. All right, see how that starts. Oh, quite like that. Organically made that happen. All right, so I know that I kind of bring my, yeah, there we go. So I stretch my arm out there, and I know that I do that same action as you can see here. So let's bring that here and scrub through, and there it is. So I rub my face, and then I stretch. So let's try and marry these two together. There it is. Right. Almost. Let's bring it a little bit further back. How about this? Right. Oh, perfect. Now I'm going to take the bottom footage, the first one that we put in, and I'm going to get it all the way back here because I make some noise in that one and we don't want it to interrupt what's going on in the layer above. So let's watch that all the way through. Right. Okay, that works really nicely. So then what happens is I get up out of bed. There she goes, and boom. So that would be a perfect opportunity to cut from there to her walking down the stairs. So as her foot comes, as her foot lands,
and here. So that would be a perfect opportunity for her to make the first step going down the stairs. So I'm not going to show you how I carry on this video as it would take far too long, but what I'm going to show you quickly now is the transitions. So as you're going through your edit, you might want to spice things up a bit with a few fancy transitions. Now for this one, I'll just show you, I'll just bring that back there and I'll bring that one down. Let's try a cross blur. So we put it in between each footage and let's play it through. There you go. So that was the cross blur. We can try another one just for fun. Let's try this circle open, see what that does. Oh, that looks quite funky. So as you can see, you've got loads of different options. Play around with it, see what you like best. Oh, this one looks quite fun. Let's try that mosaic. All right, I'm gonna keep it as a clean cut as I've got two different angles, and so I don't feel like I need that transition in there. Ooh, that felt a little bit quick to me. Oh no, it's okay. Maybe a little bit more, so let's bring that out a little bit. There we go, so there's no jumpiness. Pop it back on top. There we go. Great. Okay, so the last thing I think this needs is a little bit of background music. So we're going to go on to Safari and onto YouTube. I just want some kind of like simple elevator background music. And what is really important is no copyright. Okay, a shorter one. Let's try this. Yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna copy the link and I'm going to get so I'm gonna copy this link and open up my converter YouTube to MP3. Enter the link here and convert. Once that's converted, we're gonna click download. I use 2conv.com, but you can use anyone that you like. You can just Google YouTube to MP3 converter. So when that is downloaded, it's going to be in my download folder. Let's pop it, there it is. And we're going to drag it, and we're going to drag it under here. Alright, so I want the elevator music to come in at the same time as my first clip, this one. It's probably going to be quite loud, so I'm going to reduce the volume by taking this horizontal bar down. If it lets me, there we go. So I'm going to take it to about 25%, see how that comes off. Yeah, that's all right. So you see this little circle within a circle, we're going to grab that and we're going to bring it out. So that will mean that the song will slowly become louder rather than just boom coming in at full volume. So let's see what that's like. Okay, so I like that. I just want the alarm to go off there. So as I wake up, let's see again, try again. Nice. I think that the elevator music can actually be a bit louder. 50%. Fab. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to do on this mini example of editing is I'm just going to bring the music all the way back here. So if you were at the end of your film and you decide to put music in, I would suggest to fade it out so it has a nice fade out. Then I'm going to use a transition for the end where it fades to black at the end. Obviously, I know that this isn't the end of the film, but this is the end of this film. So you could add that to the end of your film once you've finished everything. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, that looks good. I like the fade to black, but actually I decided that I want some credits. So we're going to the titles here. See this scrolling credits, or there are other credits that you can choose. I quite like this because it looks quite filmic. We're gonna grab all of them. We're gonna delete. I'm actually gonna make this section a little bigger so you can see better what I'm doing. So first let's put the title in. Obviously you can choose your font here and the size. Might make it a little bit smaller actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go for caps locks. What I do in a day. And then I'm gonna put a film by Clementine. Bogg-Hargroves. Special thanks to Healthy Arts. Okay, great. So obviously put your own name and any other credits you want to put in. Then hopefully when we scroll through the credits here, you'll be able to see. There we go. Cool. All right. And we want the sound to cut out as the credits finish. Probably don't need to be that long, to be honest. So bring the sound back in, and the fading out of the sound's gonna go with the fading out of the credits. So let's go see what that looks like. Okay, so then once you've finished your movie, you're going to go to File, wherever that is on your screen. You're going to go to Share and File. Once you've done that, this is how you're exporting your movie. So there it is in all its glory. Next, and you're going to, what I do in a day full. I'm going to save it into my folder that I created. There it is, and save. All right, so that is now exporting. You can see that little pizza there is the film exporting, and we are done. So of course you are going to repeat these three steps, for your whole film until you get your 10 mini stories, and then you will have about a 5 to 10 minute film of what you do in a day. Any kind of sound effect that you like, do the same thing that we did with the elevator music. You just have to search for it in YouTube and then convert it and cut it down to the length that you need. So I believe that hour, there it is. Here is our movie. There it is. Play. Fantastic. Let's have a look. What does it look like? Right. Well done everyone for making it to the end of your What I Do in a Day filmmaking workshop. I've really enjoyed creating this workshop for you today, and I hope that you have found it fun and useful as well. Please use this as a blueprint for any of your future videos, and I look forward to seeing you at Cannes next year. Bye guys, thanks for watching.